off like a herd of turtles.
Welcome to Two Old Goats and Some Chicks Homestead. Today we decided that we would just sit down and kind of introduce ourselves. We've not done that up to this point. My name is Heather. This is my husband Dave.
And this is my wife Heather.
So we decided that we would talk to you about the reasons why, we decided to get into homesteading, and that will be his part. I'll put you on point.
Well, I guess one of the reasons why is because Heather stays home all the time. I'm a truck driver, and the health benefits of truck driving don't exist. So anyway, she decided that it might be best for us to get into homesteading and try to get everything necessary all set up so that I can get the hell out of the damn truck. I've spent basically 44 years behind the wheel in different aspects, since 1975. And it just, it makes a living, but, it doesn't really get you anywhere. It's just a job, an unappreciated job, but, it still pays the bills and gets us through. So anyway, she decided she wanted to go back to farming. And so she started a small garden, and we've worked on that for years. She's pretty much perfected the growing situation. And we decided, okay, well, we want to get some animals, so we started with chickens. And, that worked out pretty good. And, we did some meat chickens in the spring and raised them up. And we got a few goats now. And we're planning on getting other animals like rabbits and pigs. We're probably going to go with the Mangalica pigs, kind of curly-haired pigs. Weird looking, but their meat is supposedly superior to any other pig.
And I think they're cute.
Yeah, okay, she thinks they're cute. I couldn't care less. Pig, with lipstick, still a pig.
But when it comes to the pigs, we had talked and discussed the fact that with the Mangalica pigs, I've looked, I haven't been able to find a breeder as of yet in our area, so I'm hoping that we will be able to find a breeder here in Georgia. So if anyone maybe knows of someone that breeds Mangalicas, if you could help us out and leave a comment in the section down below, that would be awesome. But if we can't find one in Georgia, we have discussed the fact that we may try to become breeders, but I'm not sure. That's something that's up for discussion, and it's a way of us being able to make money on the homestead. So we're trying to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to eventually grow our own food, whether it be meat or whether it be vegetables. We're going to have an orchard hopefully one day. Big plans. But back to what we're adding.
Yeah, well, we're hopefully, I might have to clear some land. I have to find out a little more information on hair sheep because they're superior. And, we just want to kind of build up from there. And I'm going to just have to keep truck driving to provide the money to keep it all going until it gets going. And I'm sure that, I can get out of the truck. So it may take a few years to do that, but hey, I'm willing to keep with it. I'm pretty healthy. Smoke too much, cough too much. And, hopefully I'll be able to get off of them too. But, that's neither here nor there. It's a pretty bad addiction. But, we'll work on it. through time and just keep building and keep making videos. Hopefully every week we'll be able to pop up one, and let everybody know what's going on. She talked me into PFAL, haha. But anyway, we've got 3 pea chicks, and they're going good. I don't know, it's just an experiment, okay? It's just to try to get it to where I'm home all the time, because I've been gone most of my life, 24 years, and up until this past year, I was at least gone all week long, and home, for like 34, 36 hours, and back out on the road, away from the family. Before that, I was out on the road for like 6-8 weeks at a time, and it's too hard on a family. And we've got the 2 girls. One's in college, and the other one is just turned 15. And yes, they're mine. Anyway, it was just too hard, and it continues to be, a hard situation. Now I'm home every night, leave out in the morning, and it's not as bad now. The money's not there as good, but it's still enough to pay the bills and get us by, and still work our way ahead. But that's what our plans are, and we want to do what other people are doing in homesteading, to get out and be able to provide for ourselves and maybe some of the community. Next year we'll probably be going to market.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. We're going to be opening up some area of land. The sheep, I'm not exactly sure how much grazing area I'm going to have.
That'll probably be something that we do later, because it's not something that we're ready for right now. We've got a lot of research to do into the hair sheep.
Yeah.
So anything that you guys can help us out, if anyone knows about hair sheep or has any advice about hair sheep, please don't hesitate to leave that in the comments below. We're willing to take any advice we can. The internet only provides so much. So, takes a community to make things happen. Back to the homesteading thing, my goal, I really do want to kind of get to where we are basically living a kind of off-grid, but not off-grid, I guess, if that makes sense. I want to have the solar power. I want to have the hand pump. I want to have all that stuff just in case it's needed. Eventually, maybe one day, use a lot of it and not depend on so much electricity. I want to try to cut back on a lot of the bills. He is getting older, and he's 66. I'm 45. I'll be 46 in a few months. And I want a homestead. That's what I want to do. And I want to be able to take care of him. I want to be able to be home and, be with him. I want this to be our rocking chair years.
Rocking chair, not me.
But it's not really rocking chair, but, it's work. It's what's going to keep us healthy, I guess, because I want to stay active. I want to get healthy. We're researching all the time on different herbs. We want to have an herb garden. We were discussing that just this morning about putting in an herb garden. We want to basically try to do a lot of the natural herbs and the healing herbs ourselves, which has really taken us some time. There's a few things that I'm having a hard time finding. Comfrey is one of them. I'm unable to find it, and I kind of really want that. Thanks to a Facebook friend of mine, I was able to get some mullein seeds, which I was excited to read about all the health benefits and, look at some YouTube videos on that, and that was kind of really nice to find out some of the health benefits for that. I think will help him for the lung problem. So I'm really excited to get that going. I'm excited to get our herb garden going, really. And I want to start a tea garden. So we have really big plans. I want it to happen really fast, but that's not how it goes. I want
Nothing
to.
happens fast.
No, it's a lot of trial and error. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot when it comes to gardening. I've killed a lot. I still kill a lot. I think my biggest problem when it comes to gardening is I don't want to spray a lot of chemicals and stuff on the garden. And he's like, spray, spray, spray. So
I don't care if you spray
but
chemicals.
that's what I was going to say is that I have researched, and I've been researched over the past couple of years, and we found some things that tend to work for us. My thing is I don't spray aggressively enough. We were discussing that yesterday.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So we're going to get on an aggressive spraying schedule because we have horrible bugs. They attack the garden every year, without fail.
And we have those leaf-legged bugs, and they love sunflowers.
Yes.
She's been planting the sunflowers in the garden.
I had voluntary sunflowers this year.
Yeah, voluntary sunflowers. Should have pulled them up right away. But we're going to be planting them away.
I do want to do sunflowers. I want to do the sunflower. I don't know what they are, so if anybody out there knows what they are, it would be awesome to help me out with the name so I can find some seeds. But I want to do the sunflowers for the oil. I want to extract the oil. I know they're black sunflower seeds, I think is what they're called, but I'm not sure if they have another name. So if someone can help me out with the name or maybe where I can pick those up, that would be great. Because I want to be able to make my own sunflower oil. I make my own soap, so it would be great to be able to use that for my own soap, as well as be able to cook with. So it would have multiple uses here on the homestead.
Yep.
Everything's got to have a use.
That's right.
He won't let me plant it if it don't have a use.
That's right.
I do have a little secret garden that I'm planning that has flowers.
Yeah.
But it's got to be in a whole different section.
Yep.
But we have a whole area that we've planned to do just, I guess, our personal food as far as what we plan to live off of for a year and what we intend to do for market because we're already planning for market next year where we're going to put things. Hopefully things will go the way we plan. Never know how things are going to work.
Yeah, fortunately, we kind of ended up with a 135 Massey from her grandfather, her late grandfather, that her uncle gave us, but that's down in, Florida.
Yes.
Got to save up some money and get tires for it and get it up here with all the implements, which is a lot.
Yeah, I did it. I did get lucky and inherit that. I guess I didn't know if it ran. I grew up.
Oh yeah, she worked on it.
I did.
She got it running. Yeah, don't kid yourself.
I did.
This woman's fabulous. Okay, that's the reason why I married her. Okay?
I really, really wanted the tractor. I grew up using the tractor.
Her looks was one reason, but.
But no, I grew up driving the tractor, using the tractor from a young age, and I just really liked the tractor. And when my grandfather passed away, I asked my uncle if I could buy it from him. He said that he would give it to me. After he thought about it for a while. So thank you, because that's going to make life easier.
Oh yeah,
easier.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be able to open up some land because we've got. Originally we started with 14.70 acres, and then we kind of lucked into 3.5 acres right connected to this. So put us up to over 18 acres, and you know, there's a lot of work to be done with it.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to, you know, get goats going because most of it's got so much undergrowth, and the goats go crazy over it. Doesn't take them long. Only 3 small goats, and they're babies, and they're eating it faster than we can, you know, fence it. So
Well, that didn't help that I hurt my leg and we couldn't do anything this weekend. I had to kind of trudge through the weeds.
yeah,
Some of the weeds out there are waist high. I didn't want to take a chance and trudge through the weeds and then end up back where I was laid up for several days. I don't get anything done. I get further behind. So you might as well take the healing time in the beginning.
yeah.
But
She's lousy.
I really had to make myself do it because I know I have to do the goats.
Yeah,
But they're doing great. They're big babies.
yeah, they are.
I don't know. I enjoy them. We decided to go with those first because one day we'll do a whole like little tour, and you'll see how bad everything is.
Yeah,
So we really needed the goats because we couldn't get the tractor. So the goats were a little cheaper to get than the tractor was. And we want to get started now, not later. I guess, if that makes sense.
yeah. We wanted to get started with goats anyway. And,
Yeah, it was one of the things.
Yeah. So I mean, I
And
didn't have a
we
problem
already-
with
we-
it when we went to the sale. When we walked through and we saw those 3 goats, it cost us a little bit more because there was a meat buyer there, unfortunately. And it cost us a little bit more than we wanted to spend for the 3 goats, but we wanted to get them started.
And they were all basically the same age, and we wanted to do them all at the same age.
Yeah.
That way they kind of grow up together and they weren't nobody, you
Right.
know.
So,
We just wanted to start everybody at basically about the same age.
yeah.
So it was just kind of perfect, but sometimes you're there when the time's right, and sometimes you're not. We just got lucky. I know we haven't talked a lot about what kind of rabbits we're going to have. We haven't really mentioned that. We mentioned what, you know, the
Yeah.
hair sheep and what type of pigs we hope to get. If not, you know, we may settle for something other than what is it called? Mangalicas.
Yeah.
I always have a hard time remembering them. I just
Yeah.
remember the curly pigs.
But anyway, we'll probably pick rabbits that are going to put out a good meat supply and a good fertilizer supply. Let's put it that way.
Oh, yeah, because that's one of the reasons why I wanted the rabbits, because they have the manure, and the manure is not a hot manure. You can take it and put it right to the garden.
Yeah, and it's really good.
Yeah. So that was a reason we wanted to try to go for the rabbits,
Yeah.
is because you can do them as meat and you can do as fertilizer. So it's a dual purpose. We try to get at least one purpose, but it's a win-win if it's 2.
Yeah. So anyway, just letting you get to know us, and we hope we get to know you.
Yes.
And subscribe. We always appreciate comments.
Yes.
We're
Any advice.
Any advice is going to help us on you know, doing some of the things that we have to do around here. And we appreciate you watching.
It's a venture, a journey.
Yeah.
A lot of it's going to be just, and we're going to try not to edit too much of our videos, because we want you to get the funny, because there's a lot of funny.
Yeah,
There's-
I'm a real.
We have to I have to learn how to bleep. So if anybody knows how to bleep, I may have to learn how to bleep.
Yeah, I'm sarcastic from the time I get up till the time I go to bed. It's just, you know, plain and simple. I like to bust buns, and I take life a whole lot comically, more than her. She takes it more serious, and I just I just look at it like, hey,
I'm trying.
you know, it's
I'm
just
trying.
another day. It's just a thing.
I'm trying.
So
There is the little age difference, so I think that all comes with age, because I do
Yeah.
remember when you were my age, you weren't. You were calm, but you still had your moments.
oh
so.
yeah, yeah.
But
I have my serious times.
we're gonna hop off here and let you guys do what you need to do. We try not to make the videos too lengthy. If you want them longer, if you want them shorter, it's okay. Just let us know what you want to watch. Let us know if we're doing a good job. By all means, your opinions matter.
So
So,
spread the word. Good meeting you. Have a fun time.
till next time.
Bye.